Hi, good morning. This is Mayor Robert Sullivan, City of Brockton, and it's my honor and privilege to have Dr. Mary Brophy and George Fisk. We are having a Board of Health meeting right now. And again, Dr. Craig Andrade is the third member of the Board of Health. I'm also joined by Attorney Megan Bridges from the Law Department. And you can't see this individual, but she's on the line as well as Linda Cahill. Purpose of this meeting is to appoint an interim health officer for the Board of Health. I want to publicly thank John McGarry. As you all know, John McGarry stepped up on March 13th. We did a similar vote with the Board of Health members at that time. John, being a registered nurse for over 40 years, was able to fill in that position, and he did it with yeoman's work, yeoman hours, really a great asset. It was getting a little overwhelming, and so he felt it'd be best to step away for his own needs, and I support that 1,000%. The coronavirus COVID-19 epidemic, pandemic, health crisis has greatly impacted the city of Brockton. So with that being said, I wanted to have someone that could come back in that has a great expertise, someone that has already for 6 weeks been helping at the Board of Health, and that person is Linda Cahill. And Linda is a registered nurse for 36 years. For 18 years, she's worked for Brockton Public Schools. She is the director of school nursing for the public school system. She also holds a doctorate in nursing practice from Northeastern University, a Master's of Science in Nursing from the University of Massachusetts, Boston, and a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing from St. Joseph's College up in Maine. I had asked Linda if she would consider it, and it's definitely in her fabric to give back to the community. It'll be a seamless transition, George and Dr. Brophy, due to the fact that the BEA and Superintendent of Schools Mike Thomas has allowed Linda and other school nurses to work at the Board of Health right now while school is not in session, to assist us while we're doing the contact tracing services. Again, you know, there's only one health nurse, Evelyn LeBron. So with Linda Cahill, if you find it within your purview to appoint her, and I strongly, humbly ask that you do, we will be able to hit the ground running. She's over there now. She's been over there for 6 weeks. She's not just an excellent individual, a professional person, but also a caring person, born here in the city of Brockton, and just dedicated to her craft. So I wanted to, of course, have Dr. Brophy and George ask Linda any questions. That's why I asked her to join the call. I did speak to Dr. Andrade. Craig works for DPH, as we know. He has worked with Linda many times on school grants through DPH. He highly supports her name being put forward. And with that being said, George and Dr. Brophy, Linda's on the call if you have any questions.
Go ahead, doctor.
Sorry, I was muted. So Linda, it sounds like you have a lot of experience in the school department, and you've been working over in the public health department now for 6 weeks with John. Is that correct?
I think you muted, Linda.
Linda, it's *6 to get unmuted.
Linda, are you on? We're having some technical difficulties. This is the new normal, the Zoom.
I know.
I can tell you, I had a conversation with Linda before we got on today. I just wanted to let you know that she has been there for 6 weeks with other nurses. There's been 8 public school nurses helping Nurse LeBron over there and John McGarry. Linda is well-versed in the Maven system. She's really delved herself into the Maven system, which is the tracking system. You know, of course, Brockton is working with Partners in Health, which Governor Baker has allowed us to utilize, again, to extend our contact tracing services. Linda is also, you know, very knowledgeable with the Brockton Neighborhood Health Center, Sue Joss, Kim Holland at Brockton Hospital Signature Healthcare. She's been up at the Brockton High School in terms of the tracing the testing that we're doing there. Linda, have you been able to join yet? No, I think we're still having a little glitch.
Yeah, so Mayor, Linda has been doing the, all of the reporting and all the stuff that needs to go to the Department of Public Health. So it sounds like she was mirroring John during this time period.
Absolutely, she was, and she actually she's been working with Evelyn, and she's, you know what, when I talked to her the other day, because the nurses that work for Brockton Public Schools are part of the union, the BEA, Brockton Education Union. The president of the union, Kim Gibson, has agreed, and the superintendent of schools has agreed. In essence, Linda would be filling in, on loan from the school side to the city side for the specific purpose of being the interim health officer for the summer. As a group, the 3 Board of Health members and myself will be working diligently to find a permanent replacement. But due to the grave impact that COVID has had on the community, this is a no. This makes sense. Someone that's been there for over a month and a half, trained, and someone that actually has the expertise to be able to really utilize that experience to help minimize and mitigate the spread of the virus in our community.
No, I agree. I agree with you, Mayor. I mean, it's certainly a position that has to be filled. I'm reassured that Linda has been there with John doing the work over the time period that she's capable of doing the job, and I would make a motion that she be approved.
I second that motion. It sounds like with Craig's blessing, it sounds like she's a very good candidate, and we're lucky to have her at this particular moment.
Absolutely. We
And
can
I
see her
second that.
visually now. She's joined us. We just have some glitches, but we see Linda. We thank Linda. There has been a motion made by Dr. Brophy. It was properly seconded by Mr. Fisk. We'll have to take a roll call vote. Again, 2 out of the 3 members are here voting. Dr. Brophy,
Yes.
Mr. Fisk.
Yes.
So there was a motion made, properly seconded. There was a unanimous vote of both board members, which is Dr. Mary Brophy and Mr. George Fisk. All in favor. They said yes. It's a unanimous vote to affirm the recommendation of Linda Cahill to serve as the interim health officer for the Board of Health. And again, thank you both, Dr. Brophy and George, for what you do to better Brockton. And I'm just really, really thrilled. Linda put up the little thumbs up sign. I see that. And I'll put it up too. As the mayor, I was very troubled. Of course, John's a dear friend, great public servant. And I said, what are we going to do? And Linda stepped up and she said, if they'll take me, I'm willing to stay in that capacity. And I thank everybody. We're in this together. The key word is together. So I want to thank Law Department for helping. Megan Bridges has been awesome. And I want to thank BCA, Mike Simmons, for telecasting this. This was indeed a formal legal vote of the Board of Health as we move forward. And now Linda has been accepted. Anything else coming before us today? Seeing none, I want to just thank again Dr. Brophy and George Fisk. I want you both to be safe. And thank you very much for everything you're doing to better Brockton.
Okay, Bob.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon,
Bye-bye, everyone.
everybody.
Stay safe.
Thank
Yeah,
you. You
stay
too.
safe. Bye now.
Thank you.